Team 3DMJers, Coach Brad here for another recovery training update. Spreadsheets are back, but it's very important that I kind of show you my numbers, right? Because right now I'm very performance driven and very driven by improved numbers week after week after week, while maintaining every variable that I can, consistency every single week, right? So that I have um, undeniable improvement. So today, we're going to go over this quad dominant workout. This is kind of hot off the presses. I just got done doing this today, which was probably a week or so ago by the time that you see this. And a little bit of context. Here is my performance today. But we've been traveling over these last few weeks. And so this was at a different gym, and there were some things that they didn't have, like this belt squat, for example. So we're going to be comparing today's performance to kind of the last 2 weeks. Okay. So first of all, we can see numbers wise improvement here on this top set for the low bar squat. 315 by 1. While traveling last week, I got 345 by 1. Went ahead and tried to hit that 345 again. Here's the footage of that. I can say pretty confidently that this 345 this week felt much faster and much easier than the 345 last week. Probably because I've gained some weight. I'm not nearly as light as I was last week. I just felt stronger. I kind of last week I kind of felt a little bit fragile, but yeah, improvement on there. Then tore it down, put on 275. See, week by week, 275 by 5, right? That was 2 weeks ago. Last week, while traveling, 275 by 7. Now, this week, 275. I went to town, and like I said, felt really good doing squats this week. I actually kind of lost track of my set. And so, yeah, was very, very happy with the low bar squat this week. Again, just 2 sets, the top set and then the back down. And then everything else, for the most part, you're going to see is just 1 set. It's easier for me to remember my performance from last week if I only have to remember 1 set, and I just have to concentrate on 1 set at a time. And remember, like I said last time, activity outside of the gym is very high. It's that time of the year. I'm splitting, collecting, stacking, and chopping up wood. Plus, we have a ton of road construction. I'm riding my bike to the gym each and every session. And so after I got done with this session, I rode my bike home. And so there's some volume there as well. So that's another reason why my volume is so low. Also, kind of beating a dead horse here, but if you didn't watch last week's, I'm putting on weight. I've put on about 10 pounds since I got done. Man, a little under that. It's probably about 8 pounds since I got done with bodybuilding about 4.5 weeks ago. So as long as you're training consistently and the effort is there, if you're gaining weight and putting weight back on, you're probably reclaiming muscle. Anyway, I digress. On to the belt squat. Last week did not have a belt squat at the gym that I was training at. You can see Crunch Fitness. If I recall correctly, it was some sort of a swing, kind of a pendulum squat thing. So we're going to compare this to a couple weeks ago, 180 by 10. This week, see the footage. Improvement. Alrighty, and then on to the leg extension. Just 1 set. again, last week, different leg extension, totally different setup. So we're going to compare to 2 weeks ago. And you can see here, 220 pounds, 9 reps, and consistent tempo. I do it like this every single week with this pause at the end. And you're going to see here in just a moment, I failed 11 repetitions. Prone leg curl. Last week, they didn't even have a prone leg curl there. It was kind of this seated independent hammer strength type leg curl. So we're going to compare to 2 weeks ago, 100 by 11 repetitions. I really like the prone leg curl. As you can see here in the footage, when it starts getting tough, you know it. That pad is not hitting you in the butt anymore. And lo and behold, this week went right past 11. I barely touched my left butt, and then, of course, managed to fail on the 12th one. And then lastly, the calf raises. And so I kind of just, it's quick and easy. I can get this calf raise done on this machine here. You can see on the spreadsheet here, 1.5. What does that mean? I'm usually doing one set, okay? But if I put 1.5, I've got the option. I can either do one set or I can do two. And so as you're watching here, first of all, you're going to notice that last time I only got 12 repetitions on this. This time, though, I managed to get 15. Okay, so now what to do next week? Because remember, like I outlined in the last video, when I get to that 15 reps, I'm going to increase the load. Okay. And normally I only do one set on here. Now, the dilemma is that this machine only goes to 307. I can put little stackable, tackable, magnetic extra weights on there, but it's not going to be long until I exceed that. So I'm going to have to find another machine and we're going to have to kind of start this process over again. But at least for right now, I'm going to just put all the magnets on there, all the stackable weights on there that I can, make it as heavy as I can, see if we get some improvement. That's how I'm going to get next week's. So all right, gang, that is the recovery training video for the week covering this quad dominant session. Not a whole lot else to say. I'm going to keep it short and brief this week. Hopefully you benefited from it. And until next time, 3DMJers, thank you very much for watching and for your support.